Good evening to the students of Standard 11th. Let us continue with the chapter number 2, Motion in a Straight Line. We have already learned how to determine the position, the path length and the displacement of an object, correct? And we shall now continue to draw graphs of different kinds of motion. Okay, so we are talking about the position time graph. Now, in the same video, we will also understand how to find out the velocity of an object using a position time graph. So, I am Dhanu Sareya. Keep watching me till the end of the video so that these concepts are clear with you and you understand how to approach. And remember that this chapter is the beginning of kinematics. And kinematics is a very important topic for any entrance exam. So understand it with the base so that you can attempt such questions whether in the entrance or your regular 11th standard exams. So we start with the position time graph, in which I have shown some types of options, where the first option is stationary object. Okay, we are talking about a stationary object. So if a body is stationary, consider myself. I am standing here. I am still standing here. I am still standing here. Is the time passing away? Yes. But is my position moving? No. What does it mean? As time changes, if the position of the body remains the same, then it is a stationary object. How do I represent it on a graph? For particular time t is equal to 0. Now, let me again tell you, do we have a time t is equal to 0 on the clock? We have 0 noted on the clock? No, never. But what do we consider as t is equal to 0? It is considered as the time when we actually start the clock to observe the position of the body. So in physics, time t is equal to 0 is considered as the starting of the watch to note down the time. So at time t is equal to 0, the position of my body will say this, or an object will say this. Again at another time, as time passes, the position of the body is the same on the y-axis. This is an xt graph with x on the y-axis, position on the y-axis and t on the x-axis. Correct? So when I plot such a graph, I get a straight line. Correct? So stationary objects graph is always a straight line. Position does not change, no change in position with respect to time. Okay, and very important is this graph is a straight line which is parallel to time axis. Where is the time axis? The x-axis in this case. Okay, so these are the points to be remembered for a object that is stationary. There is no change in the position with respect to time. The body remains at the same position as time passes. The graph is always a straight line and the graph is always parallel to the time axis. Let the time axis be the y-axis and the position be the x-axis. Then also the graph is always a straight line parallel to the time axis, just as this. This is the graph parallel to the time axis. This is the time axis. Fine? Okay. So we have talked about a stationary object. Okay. Now let us say about the object is not stationary. Then how the motion of the body can be? It can be traveling equal distance. How? Equal distance. In equal time interval. Then such a body or an object which travels equal distance in equal time interval is said to have a uniform motion. So how do I draw this uniform motion on a graph? Okay, let me say that the object which I am considering has a positive velocity also. Correct? What does it mean? That as the time goes, the position also should go positively. I am going in the front, positive x-axis or positive y-axis. Okay, so then what kind of a graph will I get when the motion is uniform motion and its velocity is positive? It has to be a straight line. Okay, it has to be a straight line which is parallel, which is inclined to the time axis. Okay, so how is the graph? It is a straight line, and how is it? This was parallel. How is this? Inclined. Compare and study always. You will be in a better position to remember. Inclined to time axis. So, whatever I have written here just now in this section of the board is a package for you to remember. Understood? It is a complete package for you to remember. Fine? Okay, the board got shifted, so I've shifted it back to its original position. Okay, so if the body has traveled equal distance in equal time interval, then it is said to be having a uniform motion, and if it is having a positive velocity, its graph will definitely be a straight line inclined to the time axis. Inclined to the time axis. Fine? So, this can happen for a condition which I have just now explained. Fine? I can start this straight line from the origin also. That also is possible. Okay? At time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. That also can be possible for this kind of a motion. Now let us go to one more category in which the body is already in uniform motion. I don't have to write what is uniform motion now. What does this mean? The body or the object is traveling equal distance in equal intervals of time. Okay, then velocity is negative. So, as the time is passing, the value of x must decrease. So, let us draw it from whatever we can, correct? And understand what kind of a graph it is. How is this graph? It is a straight line. How does it look like? It looks inclined to the position axis. Where is the position axis in this case? The y-axis. Okay, as you can see, as time passes, the value of the position from the origin, you have already learned that the position of a body can be determined only if we have a reference point or the origin. Correct? So as the time is passing, the position of the body is having lesser and lesser value. In this case, as the time is passing, the position of the body is increasing its value. Correct? See? Fine. That's why this is a positive velocity, this is a negative velocity. Remember the inclination of such graphs. Very important. This chapter is a chapter of graphs, and in any entrance, these graphs can be asked. You should be understanding how to interpret that graph according to what is shown in the graph. Nobody is asking you to draw the graph. That can be asked in your regular school exam, but in the entrance exams, they will just draw the graph and you have to identify the motion according to the given choice. Understood? Okay. Now, let us go to one more category of the graph in which I have again plotted the position on the y-axis and the time on the x-axis, and I'll start from the origin and I'll just draw some motion. So what kind of a motion is it? That can be determined only as the time passes, how the value of the x is going. Is it going uniformly or not going uniformly? That is okay, it can even decrease after some time. So what type of a motion this is? This is a type of motion in which, or is called as a non-uniform motion, where there is no particular pattern followed by the position time graph. According to the time passing, there is no particular pattern of position followed by the object. Then it is a non-uniform motion and it is going in its own way. So, for a position time graph, these are the basic possible graphs which are available to us. Is it clear? Okay, so just relax, understand each and every graph, what I have written, and remember them accordingly so that as soon as you see the graph, you are ready. Okay, now in the next page of the same video, we will understand how to calculate the slope of the graph and hence the velocity of the object using a graph. Okay, keep watching the video till the end so that you understand the concept. I'll just move, you take a click, and we will understand how to go to the next page. Okay, so now let us go to the next page where I would like to calculate the slope of the position time graph for a uniform motion of the body. Looking at the graph, how does this velocity look? Positive or negative? Definitely positive, because as the time is going, the position's value, x value, is increasing. Fine. So this is of a positive velocity. Okay. So with the help of the graph, how do we calculate the velocity of a body? Okay. So let us consider one initial time t1 and another time t2 for which the positions are x1 and x2 respectively. How do I calculate the position of this kind of a graph? Or how do I calculate the velocity for this kind of a graph? So, I simply draw one straight line from here to here. Again, from here to here, I draw a straight line and I connect it to T2. Okay. So, these are my 2 points which I have considered on this graph. Let me name these 2 points as A and B. Now, if I check here, I want to find out the slope of AB. So, I just write here slope, correct? And what is the formula for slope in maths? Y-axis coordinates difference upon the x-axis coordinate difference. So what is the final position on y-axis? xf minus xi is the initial position, and what was the original time and final time? tf minus ti. So from the graph, what do I get the slope as? Slope, I get it as x2 minus x1. xf is x2, final position. The body has traveled to there, final position. xi is x1 divided by final time is t2 minus t1. The answer of this will definitely be positive because time is definitely going to be positive. We cannot go behind for the time. We have to move forward. So time is always positive. Remember that. Position, as you can see, x2 greater than x1. So definitely I will get the numerator as positive. Denominator is positive. So my answer of the slope is positive. So what type of velocity it is? It is a positive velocity. And why uniform? motion because it is a straight line inclined to the time axis. Okay, so the slope for a positive velocity in uniform motion is always positive. Okay, agreed? This is the way how to calculate the slope of any graph. Take any 2 points, value of the slope will remain same on this particular graph. I can do this for any other 2 points on the graph, say this point and this point. Then also the value, like let me name it as C and D, then slope of CD will also have the same value as this value which I would get. Okay, so any points I can consider, I am going to get the same value for the slope such that the velocity's value will remain the same throughout the graph. Fine, any points I can take. Okay, so this is the way how to calculate the slope of a straight line graph to calculate the velocity of the object for an position time graph. That you have to remember, this is position and this is time. In the same chapter, we are going to get other graphs also. Velocity time graph, acceleration time graph we are going to get. So all these graphs must be remembered by you. Fine? Okay? So I will just move, you take a peek and you understand the click and learn it with a logic of understanding. That is very important. Physics cannot be by-hearted here. It has to be understood by small points, tricks, ideas. Then it will remain for you forever with you. Fine? Okay, I should just move and you take a click of what we have learned just now. I end my video here. Fine?